Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
And at this time, I'd like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Massimino.
Good morning. I want to thank the administration, Ms. Murphy, Mr. Tabor. I want to thank the counselors. They do a ton of work to get this ceremony together. All the teachers, custodians, the people behind the scenes that do a lot of the grunt work, setting things up, getting the papers filed, just making sure everything's in place. Thank you for all your efforts. To the families, thank you for coming out and supporting our students. Your presence here is evidence that it does start at home, and we are honored and privileged to work with them. Students, I don't write my speeches before I give them at any event. I like to show up. I like to see who the audience is. I like to walk the hallways, interact with a couple people, get a vibe, as you would say, and then deliver my speech accordingly. Here's what I noticed today. One, you look tremendous. There was so much pride taken in getting ready for today. I haven't seen any Crocs. I haven't seen any cut-off shorts. I know they're comfortable. I like mine too. But it was awesome to see so many young people take such great pride in how they look, how they present. Parents, families, that is a testament to you. You're here. You canceled your plans. You made arrangements. You made sure you were here to support the most important people in your lives. That is the lesson that I will give you today. Next year, you will be off to high school, whatever high school that may be. You will have the opportunity to do a lot of different things. Who you surround yourself with, the classes you take, the activities you take part in. What I will tell you is choose wisely. The 4 years after this are an opportunity for you to define who you are and what you'd like to be. When you're not sure, and you're not supposed to be sure, that is what growth is. It's uncertainty, finding opportunity, exploring, and learning. When you're not sure, take a look either to your left or right, out in the audience, at those people right there. They are the people that will give you advice and guidance without looking for anything in return. Demand the same of your friends. If they're looking for something from you, I got to ask if they're your friend. The people in the audience that dedicate and sacrifice, that's your go-to. When I say it starts at home, I mean it. Congratulations on everything you had to do to get here. I am honored and privileged that I get to watch the next 4 years of your journey. Make them worthwhile, make good decisions, make time for your loved ones, and congratulations. Enjoy today.
Good morning. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, and proud parents, honored guests, most importantly, the graduating class of Ford's Middle School. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to celebrate this very special event. I'm going to go a little bit off script, which Ms. Murphy does not like me to do. I want to talk about some of our time together. Unlike any of my colleagues on this stage or anyone in this audience for that matter, I have experienced something that makes me a bit unique. I have had the, let's say, opportunity to spend every school day between the hours of 11:20 and 1:03 for the last 3 years here, in this cafeteria, with your children while they eat. Let's just say I have seen things. As an educator of middle school students for over 30 years, I am always looking for those teachable moments. I have also learned that from time to time, one may need to repeat oneself. So this is the last time that we all will be together as a group. And I would like to remind you of some of my favorite things I get to say each and every day. We don't run in the cafeteria. We always walk in the cafeteria. We don't push. We always keep our hands to ourselves. We don't cut the line. Now, some days, sometimes, a student with the cutting the line, sometimes they'll point out that they had permission to cut, and then I have to go into a side conversation about, but we didn't get permission for the 20 people that are behind the person that gave you permission to cut. So, and there's a lot of cutting techniques that I've seen over the years, which are also very impressive. We don't TikTok dance while standing in line. And now, once we have our food, we don't throw food. Peas and carrot day is no one's favorite. And we don't make concoctions with our food, mixing the milk with the items on their tray that they did not eat, usually the peas and the carrots. We always clean up after ourselves. These are just some of my favorites. And finally, when exiting the cafeteria, after I tell them all to have a good day, which they now tell me back, have a good day, Mr. Tabor, we don't jump and hit the newly painted top of the doorway. So these are just a few of my favorites. Please try to remember some of these when you do get to high school. Believe it or not, that will help. All kidding aside, I hope you all know the time that I get to spend with you every day is one of my favorite parts of the day. It is my privilege to witness the growth and development of each and every one of you. I have no doubt that you will continue to succeed. Before we move on to the much anticipated moment of hearing your name called for promotion, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the outstanding accomplishments of some exceptional students who have demonstrated excellence throughout their middle school years. Firstly, I am proud to announce the recipients of the Ford's Middle School Perfect Attendance Award. These students have shown dedication and commitment to their education by never missing a single day of school all year. Their perseverance and determination serve as an inspiration to us all. Please stand when I call your name. Daniel Egbu. Matthew Fortunato. Lise Joseph. Cadence Young. Anjanette Santos. Rishi Shanaganarupo. Suhani Singh. Okay, guys, great job. You guys can sit down. Next, we honor the students who have consistently achieved honor roll status for all 3 years and all 4 marking periods of middle school. These students have demonstrated a strong work ethic, a thirst for knowledge, and a passion for learning that is truly commendable. Their academic achievements are a testament to their hard work and dedication. Also, stand when I call your name. Eva Alcantara. Sandy Beto. Ariana Barthwaj. Angelica Caba. Silas De Silva. Anika Dave. Gabriele de Almeida. Michael de la Cruz Vasquez. Apiksha Deer. Dominic De Pola. Daniel Egbu. Ethan Espinal. Angel Garth. Milan Green. Jaylene Enriquez. Lise Joseph. Candace Young. Ayam Kenawi. Victoria Lazarus. Victoria Macha. Salim McAllister. Kieran Olivero. Isabella Honorado. Samantha Pinto. Jalen Ramirez. Syra Raza. Momina Rizwan. Milani Rojo. Ranik Sen. Orav Shah, Rishi Shanagarupu, Suhani Singh, William Tong, and Ava Turco. So these students honor roll for all marking periods during their time in middle school. And finally, we recognize, you guys can sit, thank you. Finally, we recognize the students who have maintained straight A's for all 3 years and all 4 marking periods. These students have set the bar high for academic excellence, consistently excelling in their studies and pushing themselves to reach new heights. Their commitment to learning is truly admirable. When I call your names, stand. Eva Alcantara. Ariana Barthwaj. Apiksha Deer. And Victoria Lazarus. Please join me in congratulating these outstanding students for their remarkable achievements. To the graduating class of 2025, congratulations on your well-deserved success, and may your future be filled with endless possibilities and great achievements. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome Ms. Molnar to the podium to begin our promotion of the 8th grade. Oh, I'm sorry. We did this last year. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Murphy.
Good morning, everybody. I know it's a little warm, so I'll make this as quick as I possibly can. So as we prepare to finalize this promotion by receiving your certificates, I'd like to start by thanking Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Massimino, Board Vice President, Mr. Treebwasser, and board members, Mr. Delapietro and Mr. Coughlin, Mr. Tabor, Vice Principal, faculty, parents, families, and most importantly, the 8th grade class of 2025. It has been, you can clap for yourselves, it's all right. It has been a process to get to where you are today. Entering Ford's Middle School in 6th grade, you were nervous, unsure of what to do, and yes, a few of you were very confident and acted as if you've always known all about Ford's Middle School all of your lives. Middle school is wild, to say the least. Arriving as a 6th grader, wondering how to open a locker, hence carrying about 1,000 books around, and now ready to leave 8th grade like you're kings and queens of the world. These last 3 years included rather interesting days, some awesome and others challenging, but you will always remember not only how you felt during this time, but also one of your most anticipated time of the school day, that thing called lunch, as Mr. Tabor spoke about. Making some big decisions on which sauce, barbecue or ranch, to put on your pizza, along with the weekly, sometimes daily dose of Takis, bringing the extra large bag to share with friends. All of this was part of what shaped you. So lock into those great memories, cherish them, and just be in it. Don't let a few bad moments outshine the numerous great experiences you've had. I'm not saying it was always easy. Maybe you struggled in class, had friendship drama, or even faced moments when you weren't sure who you were. But look at you now. You're here today, overcoming one of the most challenging phases of your educational journey, this thing called middle school. And let's be honest, middle school, well, like I said earlier, it's wild. It's truly an experience. But let's talk about some of the great wins over the past 3 years. Let me help you with those core memories. The various field trips, such as going to the New Jersey State House, hiking, and of course, roller skating. I can't forget the 8th grade dance where everyone's drip was litty. The many opportunities for success found in your academic classes, championship wins in the various athletics, the successes in the arts, the amazing choir and band, and you know we should have gone to Rockefeller Center, you know. Oh, and here's a great fun fact. Almost lost my spot here. Besides the daily fit checks, you were the first group that got to know both me and Mr. Tabor as your principal and vice principal, even though Mr. Tabor is the one with the highest aura, and you all survived that. We had our first ever color run when all you really wanted to do was throw or roll around in the color with your friends. But how about that parent-student March Madness game? Do you remember expressing the need to have a safe place to express your voice? You spoke up and made things happen. And now we have a student advisory. Do not forget the power you have as young adults when you use your voice. You are a vital part to change, and that is powerful. Think about it. You're the generation that had such an influence on communication with the various creative adverbs and verbs, as you heard throughout this speech. Additionally, when asked to use your voice to leave your legacy, you confirmed that the store and game room should stay as simple as FMS School Store and FMS Game Room. But when it came to creating the core values for FMS, what we should all abide by, you all showed your testament of raising your voice and how you value our FMS community. Responsibility, respect, and kindness was the overwhelming choices. You all know what it takes to be an amazing individual, and you unequivocally have the power to evoke change. Here are my final words of wisdom. Think about what matters to you and focus all of your energy on that. Don't give your energy to people who don't deserve it. Be different. Be extraordinary. Be you. Stay locked in and don't let anyone, I mean anyone, dim your shine. And that's on period. You have to live each day being proud of yourself, knowing your worth, and remember, anything is possible. For the past 3 years, I've started today saying, you never know what someone is going through, so always choose kindness. And that will always be true. So go into high school with that Ford's Middle School pride and know that each day is a new day, a new opportunity to be great. The foundation has been set. Your high school journey will be the final phase of your K-12 education before jumping into real-world experiences. Know that you've got this, so without further ado, congratulations, class of 2025. Stay amazing. And as one of my usual closing notes in the morning, love ya, bye. Miss Volnar.
You guys gonna go down there? Shake their hands?
Once you start talking. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have to do them first. Do I have anything else to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just gonna shake.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. All right. Student Council President, Ariana Bartwaj. Vice President Syra Raza. Mariam Ammer. Ariana Abbey. Amira Abdullahad. Christian Abreu Kaba. Jaylene Acosta. Sherlyn Acosta. Deborah Adote. Sophia Alava. Eva Alcantara. Ibrahim Almalfi. Angelo Almanzara. Benjamin Almeida. Jayla Amante. Yosabel Amarante. Jocelyn Aruno. Harris Aslam. Joseph. I lost the mic. Joseph Avarello. Ariana Baldacci. Riley Baldowski. Annabelle Barreto. Dylan Bauer. Sandy Beto. Atish Barchwar. Shiloh Bevins LeBlanc. Jacob Bonilla. Joshua Body. Hezekiah Brooks. Noah Burgos Pena. Angelica Caba. Emily Castaneda. Evangeline Castro. Brian Chamba. Nahira Savrala. Ethan Clark. Christopher Collado. Liam Comender. Cesar Cordero Polanco. Victor Coronado. Olivia Corpus. Luca Prismal. Leanne Seagay. Silas De Silva. Anika Devine. Amelia De Jesus. Keisha De La Rocha Terenzas. Hillary De Los Santos Herman. Donovan Dekine. Gabriele De Almeida. Michael De La Cruz Vasquez. Apicha Deer. Dylan Diaz. Michaela Diaz. Dominic DePola. Miguel Duarte. Cyrus Duran Natera. Daniel Ekbu. Adam Elfishwari. Rosalind Elmendorf. Chloe Emerson. Aiden Espinal. Damian Espinal. Ethan Espinal. Andres Estrada. Mia Estrella. Mason Figueroa. Febin Finney. Giovanni Fletcher. Carson Floyd. Ethan Floyd. Farah Foley. Matthew Fortunato. Allison Frias. Tiago Gali. Ethan Garcia. Jaden Garcia. Angel Garth. Anthony Gautier. Alexander Perana. Shannon Gomez. Aiden Gonzalez. Gianna Gonzalez. Aaliyah Gomez. Anthony Graham. Milan Green. And Miss Alaria will continue the next students.
Patrick Grogan. Isabella Grullon. Brian Henriquez Ramos. Jaylene Henriquez. Aaron Hernandez. Renzo Enosa. Crystal Ignacio de Jesus. Liliana Sofia Jaramillo. Tanya Ja. Justin Jimenez Furman. Niece Joseph. Cadence Young. Harleen Kaur. Isla Kellerman. Aham Kanawi. Kurat Ul N. Ali Khan. Zalal Huda. Tyler Coy. Nathan Kozub. Victoria Lazarus. Melody Lewis. Santiago Landano. Dylan Lopes. Start with Miss Murphy. Miss Murphy first. Evelise Lopez. Joshua Lopez. Jaden Lowther. Victoria Macha. Gianna Magana. Anyeli Martinez Santos. Eduardo Martinez. Nayland McAllister. Salim McAllister. Shane McCauley. Jaden Mejias. Lorenzo Menendez. Adonis Adiel Mercedes Ruiz. Omari Morales. Zoe Morales. Armani Morel. Christian Morel. Liana Morel. Yolasi Moretta. Eun Mohammed. Carter Nannery. Huma Nasir. Kaylee Nielis. Christian Nieves. Vincenzo Novelina. Adrian Nunez. Aiden O'Brien. Hanifa Oladoja. King Olive. Kieran Olivero. Isabella Honora. Juniel Ortiz. Artem Oskala. Jamil Parchment. Joelle Peralta Frey. Sophia Peralta Frey. Elizabeth Perea. Jennifer Perez Gonzalez. Eliab Samuel Perez Guerrero. Sagard Urbanski Pierre. Jeremiah Pimentel. Samantha Pinto. And now Ms. Lucen will continue with the next set of students.
Liz Mary Polanco. Ariana Patillo. Angelina Prada Mora. Nathan Cuidado. Jose Quinones. Jalen Ramirez. Jeriani Ramirez. Christian Joel Ramos. Yusuf Rashid. Afshan Rahman. Zachary Regatta. Jordan Rambaran. Yavielis Angelica Reynoso. Eric Rivera Barragan. Rana Risby. Michael Rodriguez. Larry Smart Rodriguez. Suhaila Rogers. Kyle Ruanto. Joelle Russell. Apollonia Russo. D'Angel Sayers. Sena Sejal. Isabella Sanchez. Sofia Eileen Sanchez. Caden Constanciano. Noah Santo Morelli. Richard Santiago. Jean-Pierre Santiago. Anjanette Santos. Gianna Santos. Shyla Sebasti. Alora Seawright. Eker Lionel Sedona Mendoza. Ronak Sen. Arab Shah. Rishi Sani Garapu. Ethan Singh. Suhani Samira Singh. Lucas Smith. Sophia Spirnoff. Khadija Tariq. Angel Tenisella. Isabella Tice. William Tom. Dahlia Torres. Ava Isabella Turco. Matthew Valentine. Carlos Gabriel Vargas. Ana Vashka Village. Isaac Velasco. Jaslyn Velez. Serenity Vidal. Zuli Villanueva Martinez. Emma Vitari. Aiden Walters. Kalina Watson. Jaden Wilson. Tyler Wisniewski. Karen Zane. Benjamin Zarzuela. One more round of applause for the class of 2025. At this time, I'd like to introduce Student Council President Ariana Barswag.
To start, I would like to thank the FMS parents, staff, the Board of Education, and most importantly, graduates, for their tremendous accomplishments and the effort they have put into this year. As the Student Council President, I am honored to share my speech and final message with you as we move on to a bigger chapter in our lives. These past few years have held many challenges, but they have also held many fulfilling memories. While I can be the first one to admit that every day has had its troubles, I can also be the first one to admit that I wouldn't have done it any other way. Each and every school day has taught me a valuable lesson I will take with me into high school. The most valuable of these lessons, the impulse that drives our lives too quickly. I'm confident when I say that many of us relate to constantly telling ourselves that we have to get something done as soon as possible. The biggest example in not only my life, but I'm sure many of yours as well, are the decisions that will lead to what we want to do for the rest of our lives. We have all at some point felt rushed into deciding what we want to do, where we want to do it, and how we want to do it. I, for one, thought I had to decide what career path I wanted for the rest of my life by high school, a 14-year-old deciding what she wants to do for the rest of her life. Experiences and revelations from this year, and really all of middle school, have taught me that this couldn't be further from the truth. We're young, let's be real. We don't know where we'll end up in 10, 20, or 50 years from now. Life isn't a set textbook. It's a diary in which we all have the full range to decide every chapter. We can't choose every single word. Some words just come and go. We can't choose the pen we are handed to write each page, but once you're on your last chapter, you will know if the characters and side plots and little moments were all worth it. You will know if you lived life to your fullest, and you will know if you rushed yourself onto the wrong path. You will realize that the sacrifices you made that brought you away from the people you loved were never worth it. Nothing is written in permanent ink. Nothing can stop you from getting back up. Nothing can stop you from just living life. Taking things slowly is the solution to most of our worries. As much stress and boredom as we all have to go through as a collective community of different emotions, personalities, and experiences, at the end of the day, we must all go through the same process. We must all go through the same school systems and learn the same things. But it's what you all choose to do as individuals that will really matter. The choices that you will make in the coming years will be up to you and only you. Your actions will not define you, but your attitude and resilience will always be remembered. Overall, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade have been impactful years and will continue to always be remembered as the turning point in many of our lives. The fun, playful activities of elementary school taught us to just be kids and live life the way we want to. The notion that we will soon be entering high school has taught us to work hard and prepared us for the hardships ahead. All the field trips, festivals, and spirit days organized by our committees and PTO have brought unforgettable memories and recollections with our friends. Clubs, programs, and extracurriculars have brought new communities together and have discovered dozens of new passions and lasting friendships. We have all shifted perspectives, found new everlasting relationships, and had major changes in our personalities and goals. Since walking into middle school, we have all learned to be dependent on each other when we need a helping hand, but also independent when we must face challenges ourselves. As we embark on the journey into high school, these discovering teenagehood years will help us reflect and embrace the changes we must go through. Always remember, these next few years are a time for you to try, a time for you to experiment, a time for you to make mistakes, a time for you to learn not only what's in your textbooks, but also your heart. And so, to the Fords Middle School graduating class of 2025, good luck, as our lives are just getting started. As John Lennon once said, the time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Love and accept every moment you had, every moment you have, and every moment you will have. Learn from your experiences. Pursue your dreams. Regret nothing except the missed opportunities you could have spent with your loved ones. Today's a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you.
you.